Okay, I am Chris Norwood, and I'm on a journey to hear every song ever recorded. And I just wanted to look into the Jason Aldean situation. Now, I am not really. I Let me see. I'm going to pull him up on Spotify. I don't even know if I'm listening. Wow, he's got almost 9 million monthly listeners, and it looks like I am following him on Spotify, but that doesn't mean anything because I'm following like 3,114 artists. At one point, I was following 4,000 artists, and I had to get rid of some. I was getting a lot of trash in my, when like the release radar would come out on Fridays. I was just getting like every musician ever, just every song by everybody. And while I want to hear that, I don't want it to just overload my feed, right? So it looks like I'm following him, but I don't like any songs by him. I haven't really listened to a lot by him. He's got a new one called Highway Desperado, which is out, and it is the one with the song, the explicit. Try that in a small town. But let's just get into the nitty gritty. And we're gonna take a look at a few different places and see what's going on. So this was in, let's see, Try That in a Small Town. It's a song that was not written by Jason Aldean. He does not write his own song. We're going to look at these songwriters. We're going to look at the director of the music video. And we're going to see if there's any other maybe problems with these people that we could connect, because it looks like Jason Aldean is not really in control of music videos and songwriting, so he's just the voice, right? He's just the voice of other people. So that's important to think about. Like musicians are kind of ruled over by their record label. So we could look at the record label. It was released in May 2023, and the song was subject to widespread problems and controversy and attention across media platforms following the release of its music video. Not just the song, but the music video. The accusations were that there were endorsements of coded lynching and racism, which was denied by Aldean and the video's producer. CMT withdrew it from the channel. Are they still playing music? Are they doing better than MTV? After the media coverage, it's surged in popularity. It's kind of the Marilyn Manson effect, right? Like the more you shock people, the more people want to check it out and see what you're doing, right? But what I wanted to look at first, we're going to look at the record label, Broken Bow Records. It's an American record label out of Nashville, of course, founded in July '99 by Benny Brown. They specialize in country music. And let's see if there's anything. So Trace Atkins and Granger Smith are on there. Let's see. Broken Bow Records. Let's take a deeper dive into it. Broken Bow Records. Racism. Let's just gargle. Let's just gargle that. Let's see. Oklahoma County, worried about fallout from racist recordings. Let's see what these are about. Okay, so I cannot find any obvious connections of Broken Bow Records, BBR Records, connected to any kind of racist things like that. The founder, Benny Brown, I can't find any controversies about him either. So we are going to look again. So that was the record label. The record label looks like it's just another Nashville country record label. But I think the more important thing is that we look at Kelly Loveless and Neil Thrasher and some of the other people that wrote this song, because that's where the words came from, right? John Kelly Loveless has worked with Brad Paisley on some, innocuous songs like The World and Ticks online. I like that. I'm Still a Guy. That might have some. That might make some people upset. It looks like Kelly Loveless doesn't have any other issues with lyrics that they've written. And we're going to look at another songwriter, Neil Thrasher. This is Joe Neil Thrasher Jr., born 1965. He has, let's see, he's part of the duo The Thrasher Shriver, and they're on Asylum Records. And doesn't look like there's any other issues. Let's see. Try That in a Small Town. He's written a lot for Jason Aldean. It looks like he's written for Billy Ray Cyrus, Diamond Ring. It's not looked upon fondly in the rock and roll world, but it is pretty common in the pop and country spheres. And, I think some police officers. It also has things like Americana, such as kids playing outside and farmers working together to help each other. He said that this is real news footage. And a lot of it, 6 seconds of it had to be cut out of the video because it was a copyright claim. And I wonder what that 6 seconds was, but we will never know now. So yeah, it's real news footage. It's stock footage, which is kind of weird. There's Canadian footage from Montreal and Toronto. Oh, the 6 seconds that were cut was Fox News talking about Black Lives Matter in Atlanta, Georgia. So that is interesting. The reception, people, it's a love it or hate it thing, and like I said, I just don't listen to Jason Aldean that much. He's got a lot of things to say in defense of this. People said they hope he would make a more positive message. A lot of people just think the song sucks. And let's see, a lot of people really don't like the song. Whistling racism that's difficult to ignore. And a lot of people, this is something, and you're free to take creative license. And he's not writing his own songs. That's a big thing that I want to really drill home here. Aldean is singing about a production of his own imagination because he grew up in a big city in Georgia, then moved to Nashville, which is a big city. So he didn't grow up in a small town. His music is not, from his soul, his heart, his perspective. It's created popular music. And I'm not saying that that's bad or good, although, try writing a song. I would say that's not bashing him. That's just, write a song, write your own lyrics. And then when you get in trouble for stuff like this, you can explain it. Whereas, we got to track down all these no-name songwriters and figure out what the heck they're talking about. And, they're not coming forward, apparently. Sheryl Crow bashed it. Matt Walsh clearly liked it. A lot of country artists are supporting him, bashing the keyboard warriors. Hey! I'm not touching my keyboard. Touching the mouse. yeah, there's the other thing too is people are getting upset about this song when so many rap songs over the last 30 years uh, have talked about violence and drugs and gun use and violence. And how do you respond to that? What do you say to that? I'd say it's different. It's like the rap music is showing. You have to be honest about the world. You have to be honest about the bad things that happen in the world, but you don't have to be adding to the negativity of the world. You could say, like, I could write a song saying, there are drugs out there are guns out there. I could even say, they're around me. But it's like this song is more targeted than the rap songs. They're just talking about those things in conversation or even showing how bad they are. In a lot of rap songs, it's like, hey, I did this, I did that, it messed my life up. Or hey, I had fun doing this, but it messed my life up. Or it was pretty great for a while, but now I'm not doing it anymore. And I think, maybe the song was supposed to be more innocuous than this whole situation, but it just went about the lyrics. It could have been written a little better. And just from I've listened to the discographies of about 300 or 400 bands and singers, and just quickly, and I haven't listened to a full album, which maybe I need to do, but maybe I would say Jason Aldean needs to think about who's writing his lyrics and if he agrees with them. If he has any control, and I'm sure it sounds like he does agree with this song, but I would say, if you do, as the artist, and I know the record label kind of has their teeth in you, but as the artist, as the person out there singing these things, you're the face of it. So I'm trying to see if he's actually written anything. Okay, so he wrote a little bit on his first album, She Loved Me. He wrote that. He wrote You're the Love I Want to Be In. That's about it on his first album. Let's see if he did any more in 2007 on his second album. John Rich wrote some stuff. And it looks like, man, he just totally didn't write anything at all on Relentless, his second album. And Wide Open. Let's see, Wide Open. He wrote Keep the Girl. And, oh my gosh, how many albums does this guy have? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just skip ahead to current day. He didn't write Tough Crowd. Jason Aldean, did he write anything in here? He wrote Highway Desperado, which is the title track. And he didn't write it with the guys that wrote Try That in a Small Town. Does not play any instruments. But I don't know. Let me just listen really quick. I've heard Try That in a Small Town. It's just bleh. Let's see. That was my review right there. Bleh. I found it! So Rolling Stone had it kind of hidden behind a paywall. Shame on them. But yeah, there's another issue with Jason Aldean. And the issue was a while back, Jason Aldean dressed as Lil Wayne for a Halloween party, and he did admit to using blackface as a Halloween costume for Halloween. Yeah, don't do that. Just don't do that. Lil Wayne, I will say, let's see. I can pull this up really quick. while Jason Aldean is not one of my favorite artists, he's just not on my radar. Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne is my 177th favorite artist in my ranking system because I listen to every song that everybody's ever done and then I rank them accordingly. That's what this channel is about. There are no good guys, there are no bad guys. There's just a bunch of stupid human beings walking around this earth that might be round, it might be triangular, and, he's made mistakes. You've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. But I have never dressed like Lil Wayne. I used to do a pretty good Lil Wayne impression vocally, but I cannot do it anymore. I could try. I can't try. No, I'm not going to do that either. Cannot do it. I'm not going to do it even in an audio format. That is not the way to do things, people. So, Jason Aldean, now on my listening radar. I might try to dig through some of his catalog. It looks like he's got a ton of albums from 2005. He's got 20 years worth of music. And they all kind of look like country albums. There's like the stoic guy with the hat and the guitar and the denim shirts. Let me just click on something random. Old Boots. I Took It With Me. I'm going to listen to it real quick. Holy. What the heck is this? Commentary version. Screw you! I need the regular. I Took It With Me. Okay. Ooh, rockin'. I took it with me. I took it with me. I took it with me. Okay. Okay, so I just clicked on a random Jason Aldean song, and it is called I Took It With Me from 2014 off Old Boots, New Dirt, and that's pretty good. So I can separate the good from the bad. I can listen to the music. You're not supposed to have guilty pleasures in music. So, I don't know. His catalog seems a little bland, a little bleh, just kind of country music. But there does seem to be some stuff in there, like I Took It With Me. And I've always said, it's, what was it? I was hiking and listening to Sum 41, and it came to me that it's worth listening to 20 albums of absolute poop garbage to find one really special song. So if you didn't learn anything about Jason Aldean, maybe you could learn that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I tried to be fair. I tried to look at both sides of things here. Like I said, Jason Aldean, he didn't write the song. He didn't direct the video. And it seems like those people don't really have any other connections to racist things. It's not like every song those songwriters ever wrote were about the same thing. That would be bad, right? If you looked up the songwriters and it was just non-stop songs, like every song is just, try that in a big town, try that in a small town, try that in a just right town. Wicka, right. Slim Shady. Yeah, that would be bad look. Now, if those songwriters could write for Eminem, that would be kind of funny. Or Green Day, I don't know. Lil Wayne, they should write a song for Lil Wayne, because Jason Aldean kind of did. That was bad. That was bad. The Lil Wayne thing was bad. The Lil Wayne thing was bad. The music video, not too great. The song, very bleh. But I Took It With Me. Pretty good. So, Jason Aldean fans that are listening to this, I Took It With Me. But like let's see. Yeah, Jason Aldean, kind of right now for me, like I said, I'm kind of neutral on this whole situation. But I might get fired up. Might get fired up one way or the other. We will have to see.